You know what I don't understand sometimes? I think about it every now and then when I see some cuckoo people, famous cuckoo people, majority, right? It just doesn't make any sense. Let me know what you guys think. You support people, you support certain people who you find interesting, just, have this connection with, right? But I sometimes don't understand, I really don't understand how certain people become famous, become known. Because when you look at their personal life, when you start looking at their personal life, and that's something that we don't like doing, but, every now and then it just comes in our feed. What can we do? It's interesting. You gotta click on it and you see what's going on, bro. We live by this and we're not gonna change it ever, man. You always gotta be real, always gotta remember where you come from. That's the biggest thing. But a lot of these streamers, a lot of famous people, just in general, right? They be doing some of, respectfully, well, not really respectfully, but they be doing some of the dumbest ever. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's crazy. It just blows my mind. I sometimes think, like, are we cooked as a generation? Like, that's the whole thing, right? Are we cooked? And it's, again, respectfully, they have a right to express their feelings. But sometimes when you're trying to wrap your head around the things they say, I'm just going like, how? Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around what they say. Certain things, I saw Asmongold. I don't want to screw up his name or whatever. Asmongold. Everybody knows who that is. And again, respectfully, I don't agree with everything he says, but I agree with some things he says, right? Nowadays, I feel like that's also a thing. Like, if you disagree with certain things, people they get so pissed and they get so upset. But he basically said the same thing, how a lot of these celebrities and famous people, they're not really acting like humans. They're basically treating themselves as a brand. So they will do whatever they have to do to stay current. And that includes some of the dumbest ever. Like, that's just how it is. And I agreed with that because it's so true. A lot of these people, man, they will say some of the craziest things ever. And the younger generation kind of just sees that and they're just like, oh man, like, this is cool. Dating 40 girls and sleeping with them. It's like, like, these are the things that they see. I don't know how else to say this word, but as a celebrity, it is our responsibility. It's your responsibility to spread positivity and more common sense. And I just feel like that's not happening much. It doesn't exist when it comes to all these cuckoo heads. Like, do you follow this? Like, it's just, for the younger generation, man, it's such a bad image. Like, it just puts so many bad things in the younger generation. Like, we are cooking the younger generation. That's what we're doing. And they don't realize that, They just think that because they have the money, they got all that stuff, they could do whatever they want. And at some point, man, it's gonna come and it's gonna haunt them. And we've seen this happen with a lot of people, In the long run, like, it comes and it bites them. Everybody's aware of what happened with Will Smith, right? It's just an example. I'm not saying we hold on to these things. No. I'm just saying, like, this is what we see. This is what we see. So there's so many people now that can't look at him the same way. You feel me? Like, that's the whole point. If you're gonna go into this and if you're gonna, become a celebrity, become known, obviously it's because of the people that support you and watch you. You have to have it in the back of your head, like, constantly, man. Like, you cannot do these things. You can't do stupid stuff. It's just crazy when you look at these things, You're just like, bro, is this really happening? Like, but that's just the crazy world we live in today, man. We're just talking about it. But to be for real with you, this is my saying and I live by this, man. Like, if you look at people, if you watch people, just watch them for that thing alone. Like, if they're in the movie industry, just watch them for that. If you start digging into their personal life, in my opinion, 98% of the time, you're gonna get disappointed. Now, they do great things. Yes, 110%. They do great things as well. But it's just, when you weigh it, you're just like, man, like, what is this guy doing? So that's why we simply watch people. We watch them for what they do, for what they're good at. That's it. We're not gonna get into their personal life, because once you start doing that, it gets a little complicated. But you can get into my personal life. I mean, I'm a simple person, man. I'm a very, very simple person. But I mean, there's just so many things now in today's world that are trying to become normalized, yet they're not. And I know a lot of you, and however many people watch this, you might take that a certain way, but it's reality though. There are so many things that are wrong, but they are being normalized, right? They're forcing it basically. I got nothing against what you believe, your personal beliefs, but it's like if you try to normalize that to the whole world, and to tie that back with video games, the gaming industry, we see it so much now. They're not just video games, they're trying to do so much more outside of that. Like, why can't we just stick to playing video games? Why do the developers have to add certain things to please more people? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense to me. It goes back to another thing, right? Like, times back then were so simple and it was just so much more fun and enjoyable. But at the same time, that's something that we're trying to do, you know, to have that community, that feeling to where you can, you know, openly share whatever you want. And this is my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, it's kind of like common sense. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't exist anymore. It's crazy though. All these things tie together, right? It's just like a loop. It just comes back and ties together. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, man. Seriously.